Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I know it's been a little while since I posted. I had a lot of other stuff going on, but finally getting around to actually making a video today. So this video will consist of a deadlift session for me as I get ready for 2021 USPA Drug Tested Nationals. I'm about to head over to Adelante Barbell Club to hang out with a couple of my buddies and enjoy the video. Alrighty guys, so without any further ado, let's get right into it. So as you guys can see, I am doing my warm-ups right now. So I typically like to start, sometimes I don't even really start with anything. It really depends on the work that I'm doing. So as you can see here, I do some simple RDLs, some simple barbell rows to get my body kind of fluid, get everything moving, and just so that I'm feeling good. This kind of warms up my joints and gets me ready for the movement as a whole. Then I do some really easy sumo barbell pulls with just the barbell. As we start going into the actual warm-ups themselves, you can see that I'm taking 70 kilos or 154 pounds here. I take this for just 5 reps. Once again, just getting the movement pattern down and just making sure that everything's feeling good as we start to move into some heavier weight. Now I go up to 220 pounds or 100 kilos. And same thing, just getting everything moving, just making sure everything's feeling good. I typically move relatively quick through all of my warm-ups. It's just something that I've kind of done since I've started powerlifting. I don't really like to waste too much time going through warm-ups, especially if I'm feeling really good. I'll tend to move faster. If something's starting to hurt, I'll slow down a little bit and kind of address what's wrong. But as you guys can see here, I'm moving pretty quickly. And as you can see, I go all the way up to this weight, which is 418 pounds. Beltless, this just reinforces good posture, breathing, and bracing as I get over the barbell. As we continue to move forward, so this is my second to last warm-up, which is 230 kilos or 507 pounds. If you guys will notice, my setup doesn't change all that much from warm-up to warm-up. I try to keep it that way just to be able to mimic a meet as much as I possibly can, and also just reinforces the same concept of same rep every time no matter the weight. So here's my last warm-up. This is 595 pounds or 270 kilos, also 5 reds per side of the barbell. So with this last warm-up, I want to move it as fast as possible, and that just essentially makes me a little bit more confident as I start to push bigger and heavier weight. Here I go. I set my hook. Nice big breath. No problem. I treat every rep as a comp rep. So this is set 1 of 8 of today's work. I did 639 pounds, 290 kilos for 8 triples today. Now for the first set, I do hook grip just to be able to just to build more pain tolerance to hook grip, and everyone who knows hook grip knows that it hurts, and it hurts a lot. So you have to get used to it, but you have to get used to it without ripping all the skin off your hands and off your thumbs. So as you guys can see, I take every rep to full lockout. I treat every rep like a comp rep, fully locked out, hold, down. So as I go into these next bunch of sets, the main thing here is just to make sure that I am completing all of the reps and all of the sets. Now this is something that you can do if you've been pulling hook grip for years and you know how it feels, you know how your body moves, and you know how the barbell moves at certain weights. This is something you can kind of get away with, is using straps for a lot of your main work. I don't recommend this to people who are just learning hook grip. If you're first learning hook grip, if you're doing essentially something along the lines of what I'm doing, which is lots of really short sets, basically a short set, I consider a short set anything less than 5 reps. So if you're doing a set with 4 reps, for example, you could do the first 2 or the first rep of that set hook grip, and then you strap up for the rest of it. So as you guys can see, I am now halfway through my main work. We're on set 4 of 8 here. And you'll see that it takes me a little bit longer to actually get myself set over the barbell because now fatigue is starting to play in big time here. Also on this set, I remember I forgot to chalk up my hands because I just wanted to get over the barbell and start pulling it. And as a result, my hands started to slide a lot on the straps, and I had to adjust the straps essentially every rep. And the barbell kept moving farther and farther down in my hands for every rep. So finishing this set, I honestly was even hesitant about moving forward just because that last rep was a total grind. So, as you guys can see in this set, this is the 5th of 8 triples, and I have now moved to the figure 8 straps. Again, this is just a technique that I think should be utilized by advanced lifters who have been pulling hook grip for years and really know how to pull hook grip. If you are just learning hook grip, this is not really the greatest way to learn. The aforementioned techniques are definitely the way that you should go about it. So now that I'm in the figure 8 straps, as you guys can see, the reps are now flying. But don't get it confused. These reps were very, very hard and very taxing on my entire body. Now that we're in set 6 of 8 here, you guys can see that I'm starting to move a little bit quicker. I started getting a little bit of spunk. I drank the rest of my pre-workout and had a lot of water. I'm starting to take a little bit more time between sets too, which is just giving my body enough time to kind of recover between these crazy sets. So in these last 2 sets, this is where the mental aspect of powerlifting really becomes important. I essentially told myself that I am 6 reps away from completing the workout, at least from the standpoint of the main work. So as you guys can see, I really make sure that I rip the weight off the floor. I try and keep all of my positioning exactly the same on every rep. And the biggest thing here is I don't stop. I keep the tightness all the way through. Now for the last set, I basically told myself this was the PR. This right here will give me a gigantic volume PR on deadlifts, especially with the deadlift bar. So same thing. Luckily I had all the guys from who were there at Adelante Barbell Club cheering me on. If you guys are watching this video, I really appreciate you guys. You guys were the best. So as you guys can see, I was able to finish the set, albeit that last set was definitely, it felt like an RPE 9. I know it looked way harder, but I finished it, and that was a gigantic PR. So now on to accessories. As you guys can see, I'm doing some RDLs here. I kept the weight on the deadlift bar. I didn't want to transfer to the stiff bar, and I belted up to make sure that I could really go heavy with these, since these are a good secondary movement for my deadlift. They really build the hamstrings, glutes, and a little bit of the posterior chain as well. So I'm using 402 pounds here, 182.5 kilos, and I did this for 3 sets of 8. Moving on with my accessories, I did 4 sets of 10 on the super set of lat pull downs and cable rows. Now I chose these isolation accessories specifically because they build just a lot of back mass, and if you want a good deadlift, you need to have a really big back. And I have found that with the more lat pull downs and cable rows I've done, the stronger I've gotten. So as you can see, luckily the cable row and lat pull down machine that Adelante Barbell Club had is one big machine, so it was really easy to superset this, and it was really a lot of fun. So yeah, moving on. The last accessory I do for the day are bicep curls, and that's essentially it. So I want to thank all you guys for tuning into today's video. Please subscribe and like this video. Definitely helps me out. I will try to post more and as often as I possibly can. But until then, see you guys next time, and thank you very much.